to join,
Are you ready to see your brand on TV?
All right, welcome. I think my mic is working. You guys will have to tell me how the quality is. I actually had to get a new microphone as my my old one suddenly stopped working. I see some chatters that we have already. We got Thea. How's it going, Thea? We have Christian Hansen, who says hi. I'm a little embarrassed. This is my first live stream on this channel. I am excited to have you. So we are going to get started with what you came here for. So I have a game of Commander lined up, but I will first say that I am your host, your friendly blue mage, Azoreign. You can call me Azo, and if you ever want to join a community, if you want to find out how you can be on a live stream, go ahead and join my Discord, and the link of that is going to be in the description of this video. It's also in the bio of my channel, so if that's something that interests you to build a Magic community and how to find out how you can be on a live stream like you're about to see, go ahead and click that link, and I'd love to see you there. Excuse me. But tonight, I have a great game lined up for you. I got a pretty good pod, so I will be playing. I'm just going to give you the rundown so that way we can just get right into the game right when we jump over. But I am playing my precon. It is not an unedited precon. It is like a 95% precon, and then I've added a few extra cards in, but it is Satya Aetherflux Genius. It is the Jeskai Energy precon. Few upgrades, but it's mainly a precon, but that deck hits really hard. We'll also have a Hylda of the Icy Crown, so we have a little bit of Azorius tap control. We have Nymris, Una's Trickster, so flashy fairies in Dimir colors, and then we have the Swarmlord, who is teamer of green, blue, and red, with playing with 1/1 counters, drawing extra cards, and I'm sure ramping, playing out some big scary threats from the Tyrannid precon from the Warhammer 40k Universes Beyond set. With all that being said, I'm going to jump over into said Discord, and we will get this game started. Like I said, you guys will have to let me know how I sound. This is a new microphone, and I'm hoping it sounds alright, but I hope I did the settings. I hope it sounds okay, so you'll have to let me know if I need to change anything. But we're going to jump over, unmute ourselves in the Discord.
Temperature up from about...
No way to orient this.
20.
What's going on, everyone?
Hello.
Hey, Azo.
So I'm excited to get started, but first, before we look at our hands, I'm going to go ahead and do what we always do. Let's shuffle the turn order 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so it looks like Taco's going to start us off, and I will be going last. I'm going to go ahead, take a look at my hand.
Still too much of my set with my surroundings that I can see.
I feel like I have a keepable 7. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep that. First kill Azo first. I'm playing a precon, so if you feel the need to kill me first, I may take that as a badge of honor.
To be fair, it is an MH3 precon.
That's true. They're all really great. The new precons that they've been coming out with are very good.
Absolutely.
I don't know if Captain Poland is in chat yet, but
You're coming out with good cards. So.
This past weekend we played in real life, Captain Poland and I, and he played a true unedited precon in a 5-player game and won. So if you're thinking that precons would never stand up to like true constructed decks, I'm here to tell you that you are wrong, and that Captain Poland defeated both me and Lyonix with a precon, and Musing Melodist. I think he's in chat. I think I saw his name pop up. So,
which precon, if I might ask?
He was playing the green-white enchantments from Eldraine.
Oh. I've been meaning to pick that one up, but my shop currently does not have it, and I just never got around to ordering it.
And if you want further proof of precons being good, watch the previous streamers on where...
Yes.
Bumbleflower did work, I saw.
Yep, Miss Bumbleflower did a lot of work.
It was hilarious.
It was quite the fun match.
No one expects the group hug to punch hard unless they've already played against a group hug deck that punches hard.
Well, Taco, do you have your hand ready to go?
Right here.
Perfect. Lemony and Cryptos, you guys good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm good as well. So Taco, when you are ready, go ahead, and that is not the right screen. Orange outline. Taco, when you are ready, let us get started.
Let's play a game trail and pass.
Draw. Okay. I'll play a polluted delta and fetch for a fetid pools. Then I'll pass. Oh, boop.
Alright, draw for the turn. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I shall play a plains. Make sure that's in frame, and then I shall pass.
Alright, I will...
A bunch of fair magic going on so far. Don't ruin Azoreign, or you will be targeted.
No, I don't have a good turn 1, so I'm going to play a Fury Calm Snarl tapped. I will not reveal land from my hand, and I'll pass.
Upkeep. Draw. I'll play an island for turn. And I'm gonna play a very scary spell. Harden Scales.
Ooh.
Quite scary.
Pass.
I have a. I also have a Tyrannid deck that has such nonsense.
Yes, it came in the deck. And I'll cast an Arcane Signet and pass the turn.
And knowingly, every type of upgrade that is suggested online makes it move away from being a tribal deck, and I am saddened by such things.
Or budget.
Let me guess, you made it a Magus Lucia Kane deck.
Well, I just swapped her around from the Swarmlord, but I prefer to keep the Swarmlord commander, but it can be a pain.
Magus is good, if for nothing more than the fact that she's also a mana dork.
This is
But
true.
the ability to copy the first X-Spell, or the next X-Spell that she casts afterwards is good as well. Like, I did
You can untap her.
some crazy things when I had a Lucia deck. For instance, tap Lucia, use one of that mana to tap Thousand Elixir, untap her, tap her again to cast Crackle's Power, copy twice.
And then you get targeted by the table if you don't win.
Cryptos, did you just play a land and pass? I just want to make sure I'm not...
Yeah, land pass.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to just start my turn if you still had something to do. Untap, draw a magic card. Okay, I'll play Command Tower, tap 2. I'll play Talisman of Creativity, and I will pass.
Not get any good mana. Oh well. A pass.
Okay.
Oh
Untap,
no.
Raw. My turn will be just a simple Dimir Aqueduct, bouncing the swamp. And because I'm playing the Arcade Signet last turn, I have exactly 7 cards in my hand, so don't have to discard as I pass the turn.
Okay, draw for the turn. I shall play an island. Well then, let's see what I shall do. I shall tap 3 to morph in a card.
Oh.
And then I shall pass turn.
Copy. Alright, I'll untap. And I do want to address, so Christian Hansen in chat is saying, I sadly don't have a camera set up like you guys, and it would be very hard for me to do a live stream like this. And he has a Swarmlord deck as well. Christian, you can use your phone. I don't know how viable that option is for you, but I know someone who just plugs their phone through a cord to their computer, sets their phone up like would be a camera, and then they just use the phone basically as a webcam. And so my setup, it's not usually like this. I don't know why, but Spell Table, like you can see these white poles. I actually built a camera stand out of PVC pipe because
Hey, Azoreign?
Yes.
I'm literally using a phone as a camera.
Oh, there you go. Taco, the Swarmlord player, is using his phone
And
as
there
a
are-
camera too.
And there are free things or apps you can download that allow you to run your webcam through your phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have like an old phone, just look that up.
Yeah,
Plot twist: Tagatoni is actually Chris Hansen in a cardboard box.
So don't let. Before I take my turn, I just want to say, Christian, don't let that stop you. If you do want to, join my Discord, talk with everyone, like you see everyone in chat and everyone playing here, we are more than willing to give you some tips, give you some, helpful. We're willing to help you because adding more people to our mix is what we aim to do. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I will play. I'm going to go ahead and play a Plains. It's my land for the turn. And then I think I will tap 3. I'll leave the command tower untapped. I'm going to play Razorfield Ripper. I know it might be kind of hard to read the cards on my battlefield with this foiling that came with the Collector's Edition. So hopefully Spell Table's going to just pull it up for me. Nope.
There it is.
Razorfield Ripper. So when Razorfield Ripper or the equipped creature attacks, I get 1 energy. Then that creature gets +X until the end of the turn, where X is the amount of energy I have. I can either pay 2 colorless or 3 energy to turn this into an equipment and equip it to a creature. So Razorfield Ripper is out, and that is all I got. I will pass.
Hold on, let me pull out and switch in my Solemnity in this deck real quick.
And I always get like the worst. Like I gotta find just like where the glare is, and it's right. My exile glare is right there.
That glare is hurting my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap 2.
Unfortunately, my glare is right at my graveyard.
Pass.
What did you play, Taco?
Asking Brood Scale.
Oh no.
The only thing I could play, but or else I'd have to discard.
Yeah, Taco, we gotta make sure that when you keep an opening hand, you gotta make sure there's at least 1 bit of ramp in there.
I will play a swamp and pass the turn.
Well, sadly, with my colors, there's not much ramp for me to pull from to put in here.
See, I don't like Lemonie's deck because he's just gonna leave his mana untapped and just flash in things.
Yeah, that would be what that type of deck would do. All right, and here's Elsa.
Yep.
All right, Elsa of the Icy Crown has made her way onto the battlefield. I will untap.
I would make the obvious reference, but I don't want the stream to get a copyright claim.
Yeah, knowing...
Especially not by the eldritch horror that is the House of Mouse.
I was going to say the mouse would probably copyright strike a 10-year-old's birthday party. I'll play a land, and I think the best thing for me is going to be... Let's see, so if my commander is that... Honestly, I'm going to chill on playing my commander, but I will tap 4, and let's tap 4 like this. I'll leave a white up, use my command tower for blue, and I'm going to play Bespoke Battle Wagon. Bespoke Battle Wagon, once I get it pulled up, it is a vehicle.
There it is.
Artifact vehicle 5/6, crew 4. I can tap it and gain 2 energy. I can tap it and pay 2 energy and tap a creature. I can tap it and pay 3 energy and draw a card. Or I can pay 4 energy and basically animate it into a creature without the crew. So after that, I think what I want to do, and I'm hoping that Lemony basically just flashes in his commander, but I'm going to swing at Lemony for 3 with the Razorfield Ripper.
It's a what?
It is a 3/3. So your commander can comfortably block it, but I'm going to try and force you to just bring it in now.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that unless someone played something terrifying, which hasn't quite happened yet. I would like to have a response for the one for the Hardened Scales. Unfortunately, I didn't have a response yet.
Well, when Razorfield Ripper or the equipped creature attacks, I'm going to gain 1 energy. Then it will get plus X, where X is the amount of energy. So actually, Lemon, it's going to be 4, but it doesn't matter. Your commander is a 1/6.
By a 1/6.
Yep. So I will gain a single energy. Go to 1, and then I am done. I will pass to Taco and pray he gets a land.
Tap up, keep draw. And it's a land.
There we go.
Alright, what do I play next?
When in doubt, murder!
Tap 3, I'm gonna play Grumgully, the Generous.
The counter stuff
And
is
then I'll
started.
pass. This deck is all about making tokens and putting counters.
Ah, yes,
Let's
I
see which
know
one I
him
run
well.
out of first.
I'll play a Fairy Conclave. I'll tap 5 and cast Omnispell Adept.
Is
It's
there
a 5
any
mana,
good... Go on.
a 5 mana 3/4 human wizard. I can pay 2 in a blue and tap it to cast an instant sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana again. After that,
Yep.
I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
That spell's gross.
Yep, Omnispell Adept is very gross.
Draw for turn.
Where can I get him?
Let's see. Let us play a plains for the turn. And what level of chicanery do I want to do? I know, because I don't like that Omnispell guy either. I'm going to tap 2 to freeze and place it. It is tapped and has 3 stun counters on it.
You know, I was
I
just
get-
kind of thinking about this as I'm like thinking about how your turn's going to go, looking at your commander. Your commander may be just the bane of my existence because Satya is all about going to combat and attacking, and your deck is all about tapping things down and making sure they don't untap. So,
And I am going to tap 1 to activate Hylda.
Oh, trigger. Either way.
Well, this triggers her, and then I'm going to activate her trigger. So I'm going to scry 2, then draw a card off of Hylda because that's on the stack. I'll put that on top and put that on bottom. I'm going to draw a card from Hylda, and then I will scry 2 from Freeze in Place.
very good turn. While you do that, I do just want to make mention Christian in chat. Favorite deck to play right now is a modified winter deck. My second favorite is Aminatu, and I modified it to have Propaganda and Ghostly Prison in addition to Sphere of Safety. Yep.
Winter is fun as hell. I had modified my copy of him a bit. One card I definitely recommend putting in that if you have a copy of it is Power Conduit.
Do not take
to
that
remove
out.
those finality counters.
You can get another one, easy as pie.
Okay, this goes to graveyard, and let's see, what else do I want to do? I have 2 mana open.
One of my pups is trying to get in here.
Ooh, that's adorable.
He just wants to play. Oh,
He is 3
okay.
pounds.
I shall pass turn. Leaving 2 mana open.
Seems to be good.
Sorry, I'm updating our subscriber goal. I checked right before the stream. We're almost at 2,100 subs, so I appreciate you. If you're not subbed and you're in chat, I would appreciate if you did that if you're enjoying the content, but if not, no hard feelings. I will just cry myself to sleep. Cryptosun, as you're passing, I'm going to tap my Battle Wagon and gain 2 energy. and I will go to 3 energy, and I will untap.
That is
So you suspiciously left 2 mana open. Draw my magical card. Oh my god, please deck, stop drawing lands. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to play Shivan Reef. Okay, so I've got enough to at least... Lemony, question for you.
Answer for you.
If I equip the Razorfield Ripper to Satya, can Satya still make a token copy of the Razorfield Ripper, or is it now an equipment?
You cannot because it's no longer a creature.
Got it. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah. All right.
When you reconfigure a card, it stops becoming a creature and starts becoming an equipment.
Well, I think the best thing for my deck is going to be to get my commander out, so I will tap 4 white, red. We'll do this. Command tower for blue, white, red, blue, colorless. I will cast my commander Satya, Aetherflux Genius. Pull him up. Okay, so he has Menace and Haste. Whenever Satya attacks, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of one other target non-token creature. Then I gain 2 energy. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice that token unless I pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value.
Lovely.
I like Satya a lot. He is cool.
Really strong.
Alright, so now I have the Battle Wagon. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. So if I tap, gives me 5 down to 4, 1, 3, 4. I would have just enough. You know what? That seems like a really strong play. All right, check this out. So I'm going to tap my Battle Wagon, gaining 2 energy, going to 5 energy in total. I will then pay 4 energy, going down to a single 1, and I will make the Battle Wagon a creature till the end of the turn.
Oh,
I
no.
will go to combat, and I will swing... I don't want to take the risk of swinging into Hylda, even though she can block. I'm going to swing, because I don't want Satya to die. I'm going to swing... Yeah, because I don't know what that modified creature is. It could be anything. I will swing the Razorfield Ripper over at Kryptos, and I'm going to send Satya at Lemony, as Satya has Menace. So Lemony shouldn't be able to block.
I am incapable of stopping the 3 damage. And what are you going to be making a token copy of?
I am getting a call from my mama, so I'm going to mute myself really quick. Sorry. She usually doesn't call this late. Mute, dang it. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
You sleeping?
No.
Not saying that anymore.
What's up?
Did Dad tell you that I paid?
How big is the Ripper?
Ripper is a 3/3.
3/3. But doesn't it get +X, where X is the amount of energy tokens he has?
Yeah, that's right. I'll have to resolve that after he's done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah. He's a character. Okay, see ya. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Alright, welcome back. So how big is the Ripper?
So the Ripper is going to get I'm going to gain an energy. I'm also going to gain 2 energy from Satya. So the Ripper is going to be a 7/7.
It's all 7. So I'll go ahead and I'll take the 7 for now.
Okay, interesting. Not blocking with the mod. I was kind of hoping that I could force the modified creature to block.
You mean morph?
The morphed, yes. So this one is not. This bespoke battle wagon's not attacking. This one comes in tapped and attacking. It's a 5/6. I'm just gonna spread the love, Taco. This 5/6 is gonna come at you.
Oh, guess that means it's Taco Tuesday.
You weren't
Would-
Azo.
Would the wagon enter as a creature, though, is my question.
So Satya says, create a token tapped and attacking that's a copy of another non-token creature. This is a non-token creature, so this comes in tapped and attacking.
My question, though, is because it's a vehicle, would the token not enter as just a vehicle?
Let's see.
That's the rulings that we're going to have to look up.
I assume that's how that works. If anyone in chat has an opinion, like
That's
they,
when the copy of the Satya tokens won't be creatures. They're attached but not attacking. You still have to pay energy for them, else they are sacrificed.
so making a token copy of a vehicle does not make them immediately a creature.
It does not.
Okay, so that's fine. So then Taco, you just won't be having 5 damage at you. But after that, after everything's declared, I'm tapped out. I made a big swing. I am going to go ahead. So Satya has the ability at the beginning of the next end step. I'm going to sacrifice the token unless I pay its mana value in energy. I have 4 energy. This is converted mana 4. I will pay 4 energy, going to 0 energy, to keep my token of the battle wagon.
Yeah.
Those will return to not being creatures. I've got 2 mana open, but I will just pass the turn after that.
And we can make 4 energy each turn.
Yep. 6 if he attacks. 7 if he attacks with his commander and the Ripper.
Yep.
I got a mountain for turn. Hey,
Oh,
don't be
you
turning
found
off
out.
on me. Why not? I'm gonna play another card that's really cool, called Renata, Call to the Hunt.
Ooh.
It'll enter in with 2 +1/+1 counters. There's one from Grumgully and then an additional one by Hardened Skills.
Because she's
No,
definitely not
she
healing,
says-
just a demigod. Funny how that works.
Yep.
2
What was the name of the card?
Renata.
Renata,
Call-
Call.
See if I spelled it right. I doubt it. Oh, I did.
Renata.
And her ability is just like Grumgully.
Yep. Each other creature
other
you control
creature-
enters with a 1/1 counter. And Hardened Scale. Now I see why Lemony mentioned, he said if I could answer the Hardened Scales, I would. And now I can see why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, this deck's making tokens or making creatures big.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Next, I'll play a Reliquary Tower.
Let me guess.
Um,
Pass.
I'll risk the counterspell. I'll cast Mind's Dilation.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever an opponent casts their first spell each turn, that player accesses the top card of the library. If it's a non-land card, I may cast it without paying its mana.
Okay.
And after that, if that resolves, I will pass the turn.
It resolves from my end.
Man, tough card to resolve.
It's a good
on the
way.
spell table.
It's a good way to almost ensure Nymris triggers every turn.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Well, if you're being all bleh, I think it's time I start some shenaniganizing.
I do not go blah blah blah. Not even a vampire.
I don't even know where that trope came from. I haven't played a land for turn, so I'm gonna play a land for turn. And then I shall tap 1 to suspend Ivory Giant.
Ooh.
You trigger nothing off that, and you will like
I
it.
do not.
Interesting.
And then let's see.
It also will not trigger from you flipping up a morphed creature either, because that's not casting a spell anyway. So
Nope. Let's see, let me read your commander's nonsense real quick.
who's commander?
Yes.
Yours.
So
Ah,
Nymris is just going to allow Lemony to look at the top 2, put 1 in his hand when he casts a spell on any other turn than his. In the
My first spell
Yes.
during each other player's turn. Basically, it gives me continuous hand advantage so long as I can keep playing things when it's not my turn.
I'm assuming that Mind's Dilation is one of the strongest interactions in this deck, so...
Yes.
I can't get rid of Mind's Dilation yet.
The only thing that could stop me from triggering Nymris on a turn when you cast a spell while Mind's Dilation is out is if the spell you cast has split second.
Well, in that case, since I
Or
cannot
if you reveal a land.
effectively... If I cannot effectively beat your face and myself, I will merely open the door for others. I'm going to tap 1, tap 2, to cast Tidal Surge, which allows me to tap 3 creatures without flying. I'm going to tap your commander.
My commander has flying.
Oh, that's right.
It does.
Hold on. Nope, I need the other card. Where the
Okay.
fluff did that go? Okay. Do I have enough to cast this? No, I don't. Urgh. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play Tidal Surge.
Okay.
I cannot tap your commander, so I
Although
shall...
That will also trigger my Mind's Dilation.
Yes.
I'm aware. And I'm going to tap...
So hang on. As Tidal Surge is on the stack, Mind's Dilation triggers, so Lemony's spell will resolve before the Tidal Surge?
But he has to declare his targets before the spell fully goes on the stack.
Okay.
And I think the only actual targets that are not tapped or yours are all 3 of Taco's creatures.
Yep, those are tapped.
So before that resolves, top card of your deck, please, for Mind's Dilation.
It is planes.
Oh.
You get
They remove an
nothing.
exile, and I get nothing.
Huh?
Lucky.
So this goes to exile.
Yes.
Correct.
All right.
But I will the top card of the library. If it's in a land card, I'm gonna cast without paying its mana cost.
You get nothing.
Yep.
Taco, your 3 guys are tapped out.
They will untap on your turn, so they're not like frozen or anything.
And then in response,
Mana.
I'm going to tap a mana to activate Hylda's off the first stun, or the first tap. And I'm going to
blue,
spawn
white, blue elemental.
a 4/4 white-blue elemental. Then I'm going to tap an additional mana to spawn a second white-blue elemental. Then I'm going to tap 3 to give everything on my side of the board. Actually, no, I'm going to scry 2 and then draw. Put that there. Push this at the bottom. And then draw a card. And then that is the end of my turn.
Okay. I got nothing to do on your end step, so I will just untap and draw my magical card. Alright, I will play...
Do you believe in magic? In these playing cards?
Play a mountain. I'm just going to tap both of my battle wagons to gain 4 energy. Lemony.
Me.
Well, I want to do this now before you possibly get a blocker. So here's what I'm going to do.
Punching with Satya again.
Satya is coming at you. I just get the feeling that Taco is just going to get out of hand. So hang on. Satya is going to go at... Satya is going at Taco. The Razorfield Ripper, the original one, or I'm going to go to combat. Oh, it's when he attacks. I will obviously make a token copy of the Razorfield Ripper. I will not get the trigger because he's not being declared as an attacker. He comes in tapped and attacking. But the original one I have, this one is going to go at you, Lemony. The token copy... Oh shoot, I guess then he won't get the +1. That's what I was...
The token won't get any bigger.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, we're switching. The token is going at Taco. Satya is going at Lemony. And my original Razorfield Ripper is going over there at Mr. Scry2 Draw Card 3 times guy, Kryptos. So when Satya attacks, I will get 2 energy. When the original Razorfield Ripper attacks, I will get 1 energy. Then the Razorfield Ripper is going to get +7/+7, and he is a 10/10. So I have 3 going at Lemony, I have 3 going at Taco, and 10 going at Kryptos.
Why are you sending the big thing toward me?
Does he have a bunch of blockers?
Yeah.
Does it have trample?
Nope. Block.
I will block with a elemental.
If I don't control them now, you could possibly run away with creating them, and your commander puts counters on them and makes them too big for me to attack into.
Oh, okay, if you're gonna try to control all of us at once, all you're gonna do is leave yourself open to getting bopped in the face.
If that's what happens, I am here to live fast and attack. Alright. Combat step is over.
Oh, I forgot to pass.
What?
Yeah. You have to press the spacebar.
Oh. Okay. With the combat step over, I will begrudgingly play my first spell and possibly give Lemony the chance to get something really good. I'll tap 4, and I'm going to play Glimmer of Genius. It's just scry 2, draw 2, gain 2 energy.
Well, let's see what's on top.
Alright, what do you think it is, Lemony?
I don't care as long as it's not land.
It is Aether Geode Miner.
Ooh.
Not a Coral Atoll. Or Pox. Come on, spell table.
Wah, wah, wah.
If the Geode Miner, when it attacks with energy, pay 2 anxiety, come back on Joe's control. It's a blocker, basically. More importantly, though, I'm going to cast, and it's going to be my first spell cast this turn. Sure. I'll put this island in the graveyard and the other card in my hand.
Okay.
But called
So Lemony will cast my Aether Geode Miner, then my spell will resolve. I've gained 2 energy, going to 9 energy. I'm going to scry 2. I will put both of these on the bottom, and then I will draw 2. Okay. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Tap 3. I'll play Wheel of Potential. I gain 3 energy. I will go to 12 energy. Then each player may exile their hand and draw X. Oh wait, hang on. I have to. You gain 3 energy, then you may pay X. I will choose X is 7. So I will go down to 5 energy, and it says each player may exile their hand and draw X cards. X is 7. If X is 7 or more, I may play lands I own exiled this way until the end of my next turn. So
This is a tough because I have some really good cards in my hand, but
drawing a fresh 7.
7 cards is 7 cards.
I'm going to do it regardless.
I'm going to be nice and do this. And I'll show you exactly why I'm being nice. There's an Arcane Denial, which,
Yeah.
There's Theoretical Duplication, which, alright. Runner Shields Its Faithful, World Wipe, Tegral Scaling. Malleable Imposter is just a clone that can only clone opponent's thing. The reason I'm being nice is because I'm exiling Hullbreaker Horror. Probably going to lose the game from that alone, but 7 cards is 7 cards. Come on.
Yep. So I'm exiling Jolted Awake, Talisman of Conviction, Burnished Heart, and a Plains. I can play those on my next turn. I will draw 7.
Until your next turn.
5, 6, 7.
At least until the end of your next turn.
Yep. Taco, are you going to draw the 7? Taco, I don't know if you're muted or not.
I said nope. I'm gonna keep the cards in my hand.
All right,
Okay.
Cryptos, are you taking the 7?
I already did.
Copy. Okay, that's all of my mana. I've already been to combat, exiled my hand, and I will pass.
Tap upkeep, draw. Dang. Doing so good on land. Yeah, that Friends with Annihilation.
What about it?
I don't like it.
You don't?
No.
What's not to like about it?
I want to Chaos Warp it.
Alright, before that resolves though, Dilation does trigger. Let's see what's on top of your
I
deck.
know. You gotta land.
More cool. This Guardianship.
Ooh.
And I'll put Dimir Signet into my yard. Get the upcard.
You mean exile?
No, grave.
Is it grave?
Nymris, when you cast a spell during an opponent's... your land goes to exile, sorry. I was talking about, my Nymris trigger. Putting a thing in the grave. Yeah.
I
The land
passed,
that
by
was
the way.
revealed was... Okay. Untap, upkeep, wall. I'll play a Temple of Deceit, drawing 1, and send you to the bottom. Then I will tap 3 and cast a Propaganda.
Propaganda.
And why not? I will tap 3 more and cast a Haughty Djinn. It's currently only a 1/4, but it makes my instant sorcery spells cost 1 less. Yeah.
Lovely.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
Alright,
Alright.
Cryptos, I have a proposition for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any counterspell in your hand?
Not at the moment.
If you can get a counterspell, I can deal with both Propaganda and Mind Stylation on my turn.
I'll see what I can do. Land for the turn.
Christian, I do want to comment. You just said that you have a Yuma deck. I was actually considering building Yuma for a little bit. Lands has never been my thing, like landfall, but Yuma looked cool. I like commanders that can reduce their own cost.
A Chrono Jeller, exiling the top card. It is a Spire Patrol.
What does that one do?
Flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step.
Yeah, I'll cast that. Before it resolves the Nymris triggers. Okay. Callous Assassin in graveyard, other card in my hand. And when that card enters, I will use it to tap Satya and prevent it from untapping next turn.
Okay. And because a creature... Oh, whenever you tap, so... Technically I didn't tap it, so I don't get to use that nonsense, which is
Just,
slightly, you know...
It didn't. I don't think it counts things that are already tapped for Hylda. But who knows? I don't know that one off the top of my head.
No, it's just whenever I tap. So, despite the fact it's my card, you tapped it, so I don't get to do jack. I haven't been able to draw a counterspell yet, so let me fish for one and see what I can do. I'm going to tap 2
Christian, I think the card you're thinking of is Earthquake Dragon.
to cast Sleep on Lemony.
Whoops.
Tap all creatures target player controls. Those creatures don't untap during that player's next untap step.
Yep.
And that would include the guy you stole from me is tapped. And then I'm going to tap 1, scry 2, I'm going to bury that and draw that. I shall tap an additional 1. I shall scry 2. Eh. I shall bury them both.
Rumbleweed.
And then draw 1.
Oh,
Sadly,
that's
I
cool.
didn't get a counterspell, but I will pass turn, and Lemony is currently open. Everything he has is tapped except his mana.
Unfortunately, he does have that propaganda. Draw a card. Alright, I can place these spells that were exiled from my hand last turn. It says I may play those cards.
Hey, Crypto.
So play
Don't
this
for-
land.
Don't forget that Satya
Even-
is still tapped.
Yes. Yes, Taco?
Have you been taking counters off of Ivory Giant?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's only been out 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's at 4.
Oh, it's been 2.
Has it been 2?
Yeah,
Let's
it's been 2
see.
turn cycles.
At the beginning of your... You sure?
Yeah.
Ask chat.
I'm positive.
Alright. Lemony, how much mana do you have up right now?
Just a single mana.
Probably.
Alright, so I'll put that at 3.
Yeah, you have a single mana open, but you have the Haughty Djinn, which reduces spell by 1.
Reduces spell by 1 colorless, so...
Yeah, so like an Arcane Denial would be
Which-
single
Which is already exiled.
Which is already exiled.
Mm-hmm. Swan Song, which, I mean, it doesn't need the reduction, but still just 1. Okay, well, we live fast and we die hard, I guess. Alright, chat, can you guess it? 2, 4, 6. Farewell. Naming only enchantments.
Let's see that Mind's Dilation trigger.
It is an island.
You'll get nothing.
And I lose everything.
You lose just
At
the
least those two
enchantments. And I got rid of the hardened scales.
Yep.
Sorry,
And
Taco.
look. He is now open.
Whew, that
That's-
is a weight off of my shoulders,
Alright.
to be honest. Okay. Well, the only things that I really can do... Farewell, boo. Hey, Musing Melodies, I used 1 mode on Farewell. So you should at least be proud of that. Okay, let's see.
They got rid of a problem card, so...
I don't need to tap my
Well, let
battle
friends
wagons.
cast farewell.
Farewell, but you did it responsibly. Yeah, I try. Yeah, I'm pretty upset about Satya being tapped down, so Lemony, you're gonna eat both of these, I think.
Ow. Ow.
If Satya were not tapped, I think I'd spare you, but I'm gonna send both
Don't
at
forget
you.
the 2.
Yep, I will then gain 2 energy. I'll go to 7 energy. Well, I guess I could.
Now they're
um,
both 10/10s.
Well, I think I'll just respond to the trigger. I'm going to tap one of the battle wagons to gain 2 more energy to go to 9. They're both going to be 12/12, so I'm going to hit you for 24.
I am at 9.
Hey, just leave Satya alone. We won't have this issue.
Fine, jeez.
Well, hang on, Taco. Total power of your creatures.
Altogether... 11, 12.
Oh, so you could just kill Lemony on your turn.
Alright.
Please don't.
I'm gonna be back.
I haven't done anything to you this game.
Mind's dilation begs to differ.
Look at,
He
look
only,
at
he only
everything,
exiled a forest.
look at
He only
everything
did.
below us.
Well, after that, I will go to my second main phase. I'm going to tap 2. I will play this Talisman of Conviction, and then I'll tap 1 and take 1 damage And I will just cast...
I didn't need that British heart anyways.
Well, yeah, I'm going to cast Jolted Awake, choose up to one target artifact or creature card in your graveyard. I don't have one, but I'm just going to gain 2 energy. So I will go to 11 energy. Burnished Heart will stay exiled. I'll go to my end step, and 2, 4, 6. I have 7 in hand, and I'll pass to Taco. Taco, Lemoney's life is in your hands.
Yep.
If you spare me, I won't target you for the rest of the game. I will king make you if I have to.
Good lord.
I'm gonna play an island for turn. I have mana. What can I do for that? Play this card, but it'll get targeted and probably blown up. I'll just play Bread for the Hunt.
And I'm back.
And I will go to combat. I'm gonna swing Renata over at Azoreign for 7.
Hold on, I'm trying to bring your freaking... There it is. Bread for the Hunt. Whenever a creature you control lives a moment encounter deals damage, you draw a card. Okay, yeah, I have no blockers, so take 7.
And then I draw a card. Oh, cool. That'll be useful for next turn. I pass.
Okie dokie.
Actually, one of the new cards I put in.
Keep raw.
Omega in chat. How's it going, Omega? Glad to see you.
Yeah, Omega.
So, Lemony, we're gonna chill with targeting Satya anymore, right?
Yeah, I ain't touching her. I have 4-2.
I'm just over here doing shenanigans.
Tap 4 and cast the Dolphin Ori and pass the turn.
Let's see. Untap.
Do none of your creatures untap?
None of my creatures were able to untap.
Really, sleep put him down that long, huh?
One whole turn.
Dang. Sleep is an insanely powerful card. And uncommon.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I guess you could say it's slept on.
It is. Jeez. Wow, that is a very strong card.
Let's see. I'm going to tap 3. To play Azeros Locket. Then I shall pay 2, tapping that for blue, to play Grip of the Royal, to tap Mr. Generous over there. Which is the... Yeah. And then I'm going to, in response on the trigger, tap 1 to... Let's see, scry 2, and then draw a card.
You did only pay 2 mana for the Grip of the Royal, right? Because that was your second spell this turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to...
I think you had to draw a card from the Grip before resolving
that's
combat.
right, that's right. So let me put those 2 back on top. And then draw. And then scry 2. And then put those on the bottom. And then draw again. All of those cards were the same card. They were all islands.
Damn.
Dang.
I guess you could say you were flooded.
Okay, let's see. And then I shall pass turn
Open mana from you, Cryptos.
2,
2 planes.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
Before my turn, I'm going to tap my battlement, pay 3 energy, 1, 2, 3, go to 8, and I'm just going to draw a card. Untap, upkeep, draw my card for the turn. Jesus, come on. I swear, like, any card I've drawn at my upkeep is just...
almost forgot. I meant to do one thing at Cryptos' turn, which was flashing Layla, get my Nymris trigger, put that in hand. And then, yeah, that would be your turn.
That's the Cunning Conqueror?
Layla, Cunning Conqueror, yeah. 2/4 flying. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, create a 1/1 Black Fairy Rogue creature token with flying. Whenever one more fairies you control deal combat damage to a player, go target creature that player controls.
Yeah, something this deck never fails to do is draw a booty ton of lands, which really sucks. But I'll play Aether Hub as my land. It will enter, I'll gain 1 energy. Then I can tap it for a colorless or tap it and pay an energy to make one of any color. Okay, Satya is now here. Alright. Well, we're playing to win, right? Tap 3. I'm going to play Skyclave Apparition. When Skyclave Apparition enters the battlefield, I wonder if Spell Table will... No, it is not a Phyrexian Tower. The foiling on these cards makes Spell Table not read them at all.
Well, I just got 3 different cards from trying to get that, so...
Yeah.
I got an art card, I got another art card, now I got Chart, of course, so...
Non-land, non-token permanent, you don't control the CMC for or less.
Yes,
Like,
so
which targeting?
when Skyclave Apparition enters the battlefield, I am going to exile Hylda. When Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exiled card... The exiled card's owner creates an XX blue illusion, where X is the converted mana cost of the exiled card. But if you send it to the command zone,
You get...
you would get nothing, because it has to be under Skyclave when it leaves, correct?
let me check that one. Card rolling... Enclave Apparition Commander.
Omega says correct in chat.
Commander with her, exile and plus graveyard hand library the on. That's not information. Wouldn't be a play here. It has to check this card still there, uses information. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it to back into the command zone.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not like you get it back when the apparition leaves anyways, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I think, because I just want some extra cards, I have like nothing to do in my hand, so I'm actually going to tap 1 Battle Wagon, I'll pay 3 energy, going down to 6, and I'll draw a card. Oh my god, okay. Deck, I get it, I have enough lands, jeez. Tap 1, I'll pay 3 more energy, going to 3, and I'll draw another card. Okay. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have exactly enough for that. Okay. Let's just do it, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 2 to be blue. 1, and I guess I'll have to pay 1 life to add a second blue. Tap 7. I will play Aether Squall Ancient. 6/6 flying. When at the beginning of my upkeep, okay, I'm gonna have to type it in, I guess.
You get 3 energy counters. Hey,
So at the beginning of my upkeep, I will gain 3 energy. I can pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy and return all other creatures to their owner's hands. And I can only do that at sorcery speed.
yep.
So I have no mana. I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 8 cards in hand, but I will move to combat. I am going to get back at Taco. I'll send my token copy of the Razorfield Ripper at you, Taco. I'm going to send a Razorfield Ripper down at Kryptos. I will send Satya up at Lemony. With Satya's... I mean, see, this is so tough because the life totals are so high, because I could just... Well, no, because he can block with a Layla. Yeah, you know what? I'll just try and force a block. I will do the Aether Squall Ancient attacking Lemony to force him to block with a Layla. Where did...
Well, I'm gonna chump block with my last.
Well, before the
Elemental.
card blockers, I'll tap 1 black and cast Go for the Throat, targeting the Aether Squall token that's attacking me. Whenever I cast it, I'll first resolve Nymris. 2, jump to the grave of the cards in my hand, and with the Layla, I will make a 1/1 flying token.
Okay.
And then the token and the Layla will both double block Satya, which is not enough to kill Layla or Satya, but it will be enough to kill my token.
Okay. So the Aether Squall Ancient gets killed with Go for the Throat. Satya gains me 2 energy. Both of the Razorfield Rippers will gain me 2 energy to go to 7. So Lemony has done his. Both Razorfield Rippers are going to be 10/10s going at Taco and Kryptos. So you're chumping with your 4/4 Kryptos.
Yep.
And Taco, 10/10 coming at you.
I'll take the 10.
Alright. Since my token is gone, I don't need to pay the energy, which I was planning on doing, but I will just go to my end step. I have 8 cards in hand. I will discard this Is It Boilerworks, and I will pass. Omega, you say Azo, is your deck getting even with you? You did talk about getting mana starved recently. Every time I've played this deck, I feel like I just draw like tons of lands, and so when I edited this deck, I did put a few cards in from the set that it came out with. So I put a few energy cards in the set that didn't come in the commander deck. And all I did was take out lands and just put new cards in. So this deck, I think, runs like 37 lands or something, where it came with like... Pretty sure they came with like... They came with a really high land count. I remember it was absurdly high. And all I did was remove lands. So it just kind of sucks when all I'm doing is drawing lands when I need to not be drawing lands.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna play
Go on.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
I'm trying to scry and draw into answers and shenanigans, but I just keep getting islands.
Karn's Bastion and tap 6. I'm gonna play a card called Old One Eye.
Ooh.
Old One Eye.
He makes a 5/5 token, and all of his creatures have trample.
Good grief.
And they both come in with 2+1/+1 counters.
And it can just keep coming
Nice to
back.
Gungoli and Renata.
Like, it can keep coming back. It's a very solid card.
Yep.
Like a TV channel that keeps playing reruns of old cartoons.
Yeah, too bad the definition of old has shifted when it comes to
Hey,
cartoons.
Azo, what's on your board?
I have Satya, 2 Razorfield Rippers, Skyclave Apparition, and Aether
block
Squall
right now.
Ancient. The Skyclave Apparition and the Aether Squall Ancient.
A 2/2
power
and a
and toughness?
6/6 flyer.
Sorry, what?
2
He has a 2/2 and a 6.
Okay, I will pass.
Okey-dokey.
Safe for another turn.
Untap. It was the last stun counter finally. Upkeep
Oh, hey,
and
yeah,
draw.
remember that card you played way back at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, because of sleep, I had one turn where I didn't lose a stun counter.
Ugh.
Play Morphic Pool as my land for turn.
Unfortunately, I think Taco's Mercy might have been misplaced. I think if Lemonie's able to get a good... So the reason why I was kind of going after Lemonie so hard is not just... The Mind's Dilation sucked, but we got rid of it. But it's just, in my mind, is like how Lemonie's deck works, is that it's all at instant speed, and it's a lot of control, because Nymris is just going to function off of playing low curve things at instant speed. So I was just in my head, it's like I'm just worried that, you know, again, Lemonie's deck is the hardest deck for me to face, because I never know what's going to happen, because it's all at, like, you know, instants and flash all on other people's turns.
Tap 6 and cast Will Kinrith. 6 mana for loyalty Planeswalker, +2 until the end of your next turn. Up to 2 target creatures each have base path toughness 0/3 and lose all abilities. -2, target player draws 2 cards. Until my next turn, instant, sorcery, and Planeswalker spells that player cast cost 2 less. -8, target player gets an emblem with whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, copy it, you may choose new targets for the copy. I'm going to immediately -2 him, because I need to draw cards that can actually save me. I did not draw cards that could actually save me. At least, not quite. After that, I will go to combat. I know, weird in this. I will swing 1 in the air at Azoreign. Actually, no, that's right, you have the big fuck. Never mind, I can't do that at you. Let's see.
Also, don't forget you have the little helicopter dude you got from
Yeah.
me, which is a 3/2 flyer.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that part.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't quite get at anyone that I haven't promised to try and assist, so I'll just pass the turn and not attempt to go to anything.
Okay. Untap.
I need to use my Dixon again.
Goes to 1. I draw a card.
Yes, Christian, I will put my Discord link in chat. It should be... I don't know why sometimes my Discord link doesn't like to work, so yes, I will put it in there for you.
Speaking of Discord, to anyone who's wondering what the hell I'm running with, my deck, as with most of the decks I play, have been posted in the Discord Share Your Decks channel.
I'm going to tap 4 to play
Oh,
Dusk.
Ooh.
Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater.
Just what we needed an hour and a half in is a board wipe. It's the copy button. Let's see.
I needed a board wipe because everyone else was getting too scary. Like your little rippers can run me over 5 ways from Sunday. So
fun fact: Holly Jin just barely dodges the board wipe with only 2 power,
Would
as well as Nymris and Alea.
someone else in chat, either Thea, Omega, or Musing Melodist, would you be able to send Christian an invite? You can just drop the link in the chat. As I'm streaming, Discord's in stream mode, so it won't make the chat show up. Yeah, it says the guy who played Farewell. I exiled 2 enchantments with Farewell.
He did only exile 2 enchantments with Farewell. It's crazy.
Okay. So the haughty Jinn survived?
Yeah, I only have 2 instants in my grave. But
Jeez.
instants of
And
sorceries.
Basking Brute Scale survives.
Okay.
Alright, then I shall pay 3, 4, 5,
Second board white.
6. I wish. And Hilda's back. Say hi, Hilda.
Howard.
Hi, Hilda!
There we go. And then I shall pass turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're upset about me clearing your field, but I'm also happy that I'm not getting ran over. Because if you sent both rippers at me, I'd probably be gone.
Oh, they'd only be... What? They'd only be 12 12s. You got blockers. Okay. It's not great. Play to land. Battlefield Forge is my land for the turn. Okay, so Satya is now 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Alright, it's not incredibly powerful, but I could just do this. So it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Satya. Then I can go 2 for an Arcane Signet, and then 4 for Filigree Racer, which is another vehicle. Dang, this foiling.
What do you do? Until you get 4 energy when attack something.
Yes. So when Filigree Racer enters the battlefield, I'll gain 4 energy. So I'll go to 11.
Nah, I think I'll go ahead and null that one. So I get a fairy token, and I check the top 2. I'll put Drowned Temple into my grave, and the other card in my hand. My Haughty Jinn, might as well use dice to actually keep track of its power, is currently at a 3-4 now.
Okay. Alright, I will pay 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to 3. I will animate this battle wagon. Then can't animate the other one. So I guess I should just leave that. Alright, I'll go to combat.
Okay, you're in combat.
Yep, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing Satya at you, Kryptos, and I'll swing the battle wagon up at you, Lemony.
Satya is a what?
He's a 3/5 menace haste.
Now we're going to take 5-6, so I can just block that with Nymris, and they just bounce off each other.
And then I'm gonna send the token copy battle wagon also at you, Lemony.
That one I'll just block with my fairy token, and it dies.
3, 5. What is menace again? I forget.
Must be blocked by only 2 or more creatures.
2 more creatures.
So most specifically, it can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures.
Alright, I'm gonna block with Hylda and my jailer.
I will kill the jailer, and
Hylda will laugh haughtily and then walk away.
To the animated Joe Summer laugh.
Hmm?
Oh.
Yep.
And then after that, I can't do much else, so I will just pass the turn. And I will pay 4. I'm gonna go down to a single energy, and I'm gonna keep another token of the battle wagon. So they will return to not being creatures.
Up, keep and draw.
Alright, let's see. Why am I?
Cool.
Oh, that's right.
Force-
The battle wagon wasn't a creature when it. The battle wagon token wasn't a creature.
Oh yeah,
Is
you're,
that
you're right. You're
rolling?
right. We discovered that earlier.
I was all caught up in the memes and the plays.
Wait. 5, 7. 2 mana. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on Basking Brood Scale because it doesn't have any. When I get the counter, I get to make a little Eldrazi spawn. And 5 mana. I'm gonna play a card called Defiler of Vigor.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm aware of the Defiler series. All of them have the... You can sacrifice 2 life per green.
It's not per green. It's when he casts a green spell, he may pay 2 life for one of the pips.
Yeah.
But more importantly, whenever he does cast a green spell, a green creature at least, he'll enter the battle with an additional +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, it's... Defilers
Enter
are fun.
combat, Azo. You get 3.
One,
You're the only one
two,
I can hit
3.
reliably.
Okay.
At least it's only 3.
He wants to draw that card.
Christian, I'm trying to add you on Discord, and it says
I
that
passed.
the username is incorrect. And I just copied it right from chat.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Choke Estuary, revealing this Bloody Grave that I'm probably not going to be playing anytime soon, so it enters untapped. But it's a bit too low for that right now. I'll +2 will, targeting Satya and Hylda to become 0/3s with no abilities until my next turn.
Okay.
And I'll go to combat. I'll swing 1 in the air at Kryptos,
Okay.
and when the token hits, I will goad your face down creature.
Okay.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Enters Ivory Giant. When Ivory Giant enters the battlefield, tap all non-white creatures.
Yep.
He is a very racist giant. He is from an older generation.
He also
Not
has
yet-
haste because he was cast to suspend.
Yes. Yes, he does. Draw a card. Okay. Four. Actually, no, just 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play Turelian Kraken. Whenever I draw a card, I get to bop something or unbop something.
Yes. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1 colorless. If you do, tap or untap.
Valarian. You said Turalian.
It is a fantasy language that I don't care for. Alrighty. Now, I could do some shenaniganizing with this. Let's see. You have all the mana
Hey,
open.
Christian, check your Discord.
That's threatening.
Now you see why I was trying to kill Lemony when I did, and Taco did not jump on the opportunity.
I am going to swing
No, I
with
was
my
talking
face
about-
down and with my ivory
saying
giant
check
at
Discord.
Lemony.
Face down's good and it cannot attack me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well then I will swing it at Taco Tuesday.
3.
With the ivory
It's
giant,
a 2/2.
I will tap 4, flash in Nymris of Frost. On cast, I trigger Nymris and Layla. Create a fairy token. The token will be what's going to be blocking with giants, but more importantly, top 2. Okay. Shipwreck March to the Grave. Unseen go to my hand.
So the token is blocking.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. The token dies, you take no damage, and then I shall pass turn.
And who did the 2/2 go at?
Taco.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap, add 2 energy, go to 3.
Make sure your morph creature is in fact tapped.
Draw my card. Okay, that's at least something. Do 2 here to play Era of Innovation. Whenever an artifact or artificer enters the battlefield, I can pay 1. And if I do, gain 2 energy. Then I can pay 6 energy and sacrifice Era of Innovation and draw 3 cards.
Good.
Then I'll pay 1, 2. And I'm going to play Is It Generatorium. If I would gain an energy, I gain that much energy plus an additional energy. Then I can tap and draw a card only if I've used 4 or more energy this turn. Let me math a little bit. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep in mind, Satya is currently a 0/3 with no abilities this turn.
Yep, I'll tap 1 whenever it enters, so it will see that. So I'll tap 1, I'll gain 3 energy, going to 6. Then I'm going to tap. So Satya just has no abilities, correct?
Correct. 0/3 with no abilities. Until the start of my next turn.
That's not what I thought it was. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't think. Okay.
We'll correct that. That
3,
happens to
4,
that.
5, and 6. I'll pay 6. I'm gonna play Stone Idol Generator, and I've paid an extra 1, so I'll gain 3 more energy. Stone Idol Generator says whenever a creature I control attacks, I gain a single energy. And then tap it, pay 6 energy, and create a 6/12 colorless construct. Activate only as a sorcery. I'm trying to think of a way to just break through Lemony's lines, because like we need to hammer him, honestly. He's got so much untapped mana. And basically every turn around the board, it is just flashing a piece of control, flashing a piece of control, flashing control, and it's just like, if we can't get around this, we're just like it'll never end. So that's why I'm just trying to throw everything I have at Lemony, to be honest.
To be fair, I'm used to people trying to throw things at me.
Yep.
Usually books.
4.
The
So I'll pay 4, going to 5. I'll turn my original battle wagon into a creature. I'll then tap my Generatorium to draw a card because I've used 4 more energy this turn. That is frustrating.
Let's see what I can draw.
Well, I'm gonna... Yeah, I think... Not that I want to, but I'm gonna pay 4 more energy, and I'll animate another battle wagon. And then I will go to combat.
In combat step, quick question. What creatures are in everyone's graveyard?
Are you gonna banish the graveyard?
Spire Patrol, that's it.
My Grumgully and Renata.
I have Razorfield Ripper, Aether Squall Ancient, and the Skyclave Apparition. Oh, and technically, my Aether Geode Miner would have gone to my graveyard when it was destroyed. So,
I'll tap 1 black mana. Second one's a good time to slow. Cast Reanimate, targeting the Spire Patrol. On cast, I create a fairy. I will tap the original copy of your vehicle.
okay.
Thanks to Nymris of Frost. It does not untap during your next untap step. Look at tap 2. Okay. Mirror Landscape into my graveyard. This card in my hand. And then when that creature enters the battlefield, I will lose life, you lose mana value, which is 4, going down to 5. And when it enters, I will tap your token of the vehicle.
Okay. Well, I guess in response to them being targeted, I'll just tap them and add 2 mana, 2 energy. So 1, 2, 1, 2.
Polygen's now a 4/4. He is symmetrical.
For now.
I know a certain Shinigami that would be happy about that symmetry.
Well,
Also, my Nymris is technically a 4/4 until end of turn.
I'm gonna briefly mute myself because I'm gonna be chomping on some Chinese food and I don't need y'all to hear that.
I'm just going to send my 0/3 nothing over at Taco to gain 1 energy from the Stone Idol Generator. Actually, I'll gain 2 energy because I'll gain 1 minute attacks. Yep. And then I will just go to my end step, I guess, and I'll pay... Well, I'm going to tap the Stone Idol Generator, paying 6 energy, and I'll create a 6/12 construct. Alright. Pass.
Pass over to me. Untap. Upkeep and draw. At the beginning of main phase, so I want to do that. Why not? Why not? I'll get rid of Lightning Greaves and Genesis Ultimatum. I can return Old One-Eye back to my hand.
Okay.
This thing that ultimatum, it sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, sometimes it does. I want to do this. I'll spend 6. Old One Eye.
Yep. The token
Any
again.
response?
Nope.
Right, when they come on the field, all my creatures get +1/+1, including himself. And I get to make another Eldrazi spawn.
Whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So Old One Eye and the token he makes will not have 1/1 counters.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Eldrazi spawn as well.
Yep. I thought you were saying that that Old One Eye gave him.
Oh no, I meant on Defiler himself.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
He gets a counter. Oh, that would be busted if he put it on the creatures as well that come in. Alright. Eliminate what's all on your field? I can block?
A 1/1, a 3/2, and a 3/3. However, if you do attack me, I will start targeting you with stuff.
Taco, I know that's a scary
just
proposition, but if we don't try and kill Lemony, when he's saying he's going to start targeting you, he's already targeting everyone. This is how a control player stays in the game, and they get out of the game by they can't handle all 3 of us. And if we just keep being afraid of what Lemony can do, it's just going to be this.
I have
every
been
turn.
specifically not doing anything to target Taco, because of my earlier comment of if he doesn't attack me, then I will do my best to at the very least king make him, if necessary.
So your deck's not actually trying to win, you're just choosing someone else to win?
It does try to win, it's just in this instance my life is so low that I'd rather live as long as I can to test as much as I can. And if I have to give up the prospect of victory to do that, I am willing to. That and tormenting my best friend over here is just fun.
Oh, you haven't been tormenting me because you've been playing right into my hand.
Well, Taco, if Lemony's telling you he's just going to king make you, then you might as well just swing out at me or something, because if Lemony's just not going to target you.
Yeah.
Also, Daniel, my sister says hello.
Tell her I said hi back.
He says hi back.
Yeah. Nothing personal, Azo, but I will have to agree. 7, 12 at you. You know, because you don't have very many creatures to block with, right?
Yep, I have a 6/12.
6/12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh. Never mind then. I'd have known that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
End of your turn, I'll tap 3. Flash in Necromancy using the glory instead of its own effect, so that it won't get destroyed at the end of the turn. So make me a fairy. Check my Nymris trigger. Okay. I'll put...
Didn't you already necromancy my...
No, that was reanimate.
Yeah, it was reanimate.
Okay.
Reanimate.
And then I will Necromancy my Callous Assassin, who will enter as a copy of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Polarian Kraken, destroying it in the process. And it does technically enter battle tapped.
What Kraken?
My Kraken.
Kraken.
The Tolarian Kraken.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Okay.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play. An island. I will -2 will, drawing 2 cards.
Lion, I saw the burritos in question, and I want you to come bring me one right now, and you can feed me while I get wrecked.
I'll choose not to trigger the Kraken, since nothing I really need to tap right now. And then I will go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing a 1/1 fairy at each.
Hold on. I have a
Into combat
response. In response to you declaring combat, I'm going to tap a white and a blue to cast Momentary Blink, targeting my average giant. It gets exiled. It comes back. All non-white creatures get tapped.
I'm
Hang
gonna
on.
just counter that
I was going to
spell.
say, Lemon's got 900 mana. And
Okay.
Like, literally just counter spell.
yeah.
Okay.
Now then, a 1/1 fairy at both Daniel and Azoreign.
Well, I can't block the 1/1 fairy because they don't have flying.
Yep. And I will goad Satya and the Ivory Giant.
Okay.
And with that, I'll pass it the turn.
All right. Untap.
Alright, so Cryptos, it looks like you and I are in this together against Taco and Lemony. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure how much I support the I'm gonna king make someone idea, because like this on a stream, you're supposed to be fighting to win. So I think I'm just having a little mental issue with, it's like I'm gonna come onto a stream and I'm just gonna make sure someone else wins. Maybe
Apologies.
we'll have to make a little rule in the future to be like, we need to be, everyone needs to play to win, because if a stream is just like, well, I'm going to come on and I'm going to make sure that not Azoreign wins, and it's kind of like, well, you should be trying to win.
To be fair, I'm here for shenanigans. That may include
And
winning. I'm
I
going to
literally only
flashback
made that deal so that Taco would not kill me immediately.
and I'm going to flashback Momentary Blink on Ivory Giant.
Yep.
Which means it's going to get exiled, and then it's going to come back, and everything that's non-white gets tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And I have a question. Is it still goaded? Because it was
It is
exiled.
not. It is not, but also no longer has haste.
Yeah, it's a new instance of the permanent.
Yep. Okay. Then I'm going to do a combo I've been holding on to all game.
Oh dear.
4, 5, 6, 7, and I will flip. Also, this is technically tapped, but I will flip it into 1,000 Winds. When 1,000 Winds is turned up, face up, return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hands.
In response, I will tap one of the blue to flash in Thunderclap Drake. On cast, I will make a fairy and check my top 2. Oh. Sudden Spawning to the Yard. Alright, flying instant sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less, and I can pay 2 in a blue. Sacrifice it. Next instant sorcery spell I cast this turn is copied for each time I've cast my commander from the commands on that page.
In your case, I think it's a little different. Everyone doesn't sit down and say, I'm going to make sure Thea doesn't win. It's Thea explodes, becomes the threat incredibly early, and has to battle a 3v1.
Yeah. So, Danny, you do get your Spy Patrol back, since that is your free goes to your hand.
Yep.
And I have a 2-1 and a 1-1. Filling up, my Necromancy also does go to the yard, so I don't have that back.
I'm returning my Construct and Satya to my hand.
Old One-Eye, Defiler, and Basking Fruit Scale.
Okay. And then I shall
Before you pass,
hold on. I need to play a land for the turn.
well, hang on. So you've casted your thing, you blinked your giant, you flipped the 1,000 Winds. I know Lemon's got a bunch of stuff in his hand now. He's got Callous Assassin. I'm just thinking is like, because Hylda's a 3/4, and if you go to combat and swing at Lemony, but he's got things he can just flash back in. I'm just trying to think of like, he's at 5 life. It can't be this hard to get him. Like, I'm just trying to think of like, how can I? My hand is garbage, but I at least have these creatures on the battlefield, and I have Satya in my hand. But battling a control player is we need to make sure to keep pressure on Lemony, because if we just don't do anything to him and let him keep the spells in his hand, that's what he wants. Like, that's where he's going to be the strongest.
The annoying about fairies is that they have one hell of an AC.
Well, I'm literally just trying to keep his board clear of creatures, and if I keep bouncing stuff to his hand, then he's also going to have to keep discarding cards.
Wreck Tower.
Reliquary Tower. I hate Reliquary Tower.
Yeah.
Alright, well, in that case, I'm going to play a lane for turn, and I am going to pass.
And your turn, I'll pay 5 and flash in my commander.
Alright, so Nymris is back.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to tap my Battle Wagon. I'll gain 3 energy because of the Generatorium. Then I will untap.
I do support the no king-making rule. You have my vote for that.
Yeah, not exactly like, I'm not upset with anyone. I'm not upset, it's like, oh, I don't really have a chance. Well, I don't even know. Like, I believe that if you're playing Commander, you should be playing to win, even if you're at 5 life. But I understand the deal that you made, Lemony, where it's like, Taco, if you don't kill me, I won't target your stuff. But like, making a deal like, I'll make sure you win this game, and then if it's just the 2 of us, and I'll just concede. It's like, that's just, like two-headed giant. You're as long as you're playing with the goal in mind to win.
Yeah.
That's all I'm.
No, I perfectly understand.
Draw my card. Good God. All right, play a land. I'll play a plains. Tap here. So that's 4 for Satya. Satya is an artificer. I will tap 1, and I will gain 3 energy off of the Era of Innovation. 1, 2, 3. Go to 7.
Unfortunately, a lot of my big combos in this deck affect everyone that isn't me.
I'm gonna pay 4, going to 3 energy. I'll animate this Battle Wagon, and then I can tap the Generatorium to draw a card, as I've paid 4 energy this turn.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay.
Did you just get a miracle hand?
I'll give you a guess. What are these 4 cards in my hand?
I'm going to assume lands.
Ugh, I'm trying to do anything I can here, and I'm just getting stuck. Okay, I guess we'll just tap 4, and I'm gonna tap 5. Paying the 1 extra for the Era, I'm gonna play Solemn Simulacrum, and I'll gain 3 energy, going to 6, and I'll search for a basic.
1 less land you'll eventually draw.
I know. 2 cards from the top was a Chroma's Will. Anyway, land out. Just grab the first one I found, which was a basic Plains.
This is when, like, in a month, they decide to take a Chroma off the ban list.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's a Chroma that's on the ban list. It's Iona.
Oh, Iona. Iona off the ban list. At which point, the entire Commander Sphere just kind of has a collective seizure.
That'd be like taking Gristlebrand or Original Emrakul off the ban list.
I'll pay 4 more energy to go to 2, and I'll animate another Battle Wagon. I'm gonna redraw this in something that's easier to read.
Just one entire slice of the color pie is just gone.
Yeah.
For that game.
Yeah,
just
slime.
meow.
Saying Azo in chat. Okay. Lemoney's got 3 mana. I got 4 creature. You should host an archenemy match. Yes, Thea brought that up to me, and I planned on trying to host one here in the next week or two. Thea, that way we can gang up on you, and it's okay. It's always okay. Omega, yes, we did get Christian sorted. He is in my domain. Domain expansion. Join my Discord. Okay. Got 2 left.
Let's see. Looking at the Marvel Rivals patch notes that were just released, and no nerfs to Iron Fist. Lovely.
Alright, I'm going to go to combat. I'm just going for it. I'm swinging all out at Lemony. So that's Satya, Battle Wagon. With Satya's ability, I will make a copy of Solemn Simulacrum that is tapped and attacking. When it enters, I'll search for a land. That'll just be the first one I find. Actually, no, I'm going to go for an island, because I think I only have 1 basic island out right now. Lemony,
and since my instant social use costs an extra 2 less this turn, I only have to pay 1 mana to Aetherize. Cast, I'll check my top 2. I'll send Octavia to the grave, and this other card to my hand. Yeah, bounce all attacking creatures, please.
Domain expansion, 100 deals of Azoreign's demise. Yep.
So I'm probably not going to be playing this deck on stream anymore because it's annoying as hell for everyone.
I'm trying to do literally every single turn. The last 3 turns, I've done nothing but throw every single creature I have at you, and you've managed to stop me every single time. When a creature attacks, I gain in energy. I had Satya and 2 Battle Wagons attacking, so that's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The Solemn entered, tapped, and attacking, so it doesn't count. So I now am up to 8 energy.
And on top of that, I have repeatedly tapped out his board whenever possible, and he just it's frustrating. It is incredibly frustrating.
Tap 3 mana, play Coalition Relic. I'll tap the Ancient Stone, the Stone Idol Generator. I'll pay 6. I'll go to 2, and I'll make another construct, and I will pass.
You know, Lemony, as payment for this game, next time we meet up, I'm gonna get my giant book that is the complete annotated works of William Shakespeare, and I'm gonna bonk you one.
Ow.
Straight to the noggin. I'm just gonna delete those memories of high school.
Joke's on you, most of them are already gone.
Fine, I'll aim for middle school.
Joke's on you, please do. That is a lot of cringe.
Play an island. Oh yeah. I'm gonna play Defiler of Vigor. And I could pay 2 life. A 1. Play a Basking Brute Scale.
I'm just gonna keep
then
harping
all I
on this
got-
because I think it's funny. But when Lemony was at 9 and Taco, you could have killed him, and I told you to kill him, and you didn't. I'm gonna hold that over you. This is exact. I knew this was gonna happen.
If it makes you feel better, I'm about to start to get really aggressive.
That would be preferred because we're all at very high. We're all still above half-life, and we basically can't do anything without your permission.
Alright, I pass.
And each one, I'll flash and animate dead. Nymris trigger. Okay. Rapid hybridization to grave, other card in my hand. And I'll reanimate Octavia. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay.
I like Octavia. I
Octavia's a fun
is a good choice.
I put it in here because it's technically a type of win con.
It is.
Alright. So, I will pay a single blue. Sucks I have to do this main phase, but oh well. I will resculpt the Ivory Giant, exiling it, and you make a 4/4 blue-red elemental. On cast, Octavia will turn Nymris into a base 8/8 until end of turn.
Okay, what happened to my Ivory Giant?
It's getting
Exiled, and you create a 4/4 blue-red elemental.
Lovely.
You like elementals, don't you?
Don't push your luck.
Fine. Go to combat. Swing 8 commander in the air at Azoreign.
Go to 19.
It's a 1 in power bonus.
Main phase 2. I roll +2 will. Targeting, I guess, the Construct and Hylda to lose all abilities and becomes base pound token to 0/3 until my turn. And then I'll tap 4 and cast Alayla. I'll then pass the turn.
Yep, you do that. Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. This is annoying.
I do actually apologize for this. If I knew it was going to be this bad, then I probably would have. Well, no, I'd still would have built and played the deck, but
I'm telling you guys, I am just reckless abandon. I'm just gonna swing everything at Lemony. If he kills me, he kills me. I'm not doing anything anyway, so I'm just gonna try and take him out.
Well, I'm going to do my best to help you do that. I'm going to drop in the Spider Patrol, and it is going to tap Legendary Fairy that does the goading.
Layla.
does not untap next turn.
And then I'm going to tap 1, tap Hylda the 0/3 whatever, to cast Swallow Whole, and Hylda is going to nom nom the stupid legendary fairy that makes the goading. And she gets a +1/+1.
Yeah, don't have a way to stop that, so. In response, just so I can actually get the one last token out of it, tap 3 and flash on my Haughty Jin.
Hold on. Put that back in your hand. In response to you attempting to tap land, I'm going to...
You can't respond to the act of tapping land.
I'm kidding. In response to you tapping that, casting that, I'm going to tap 2 to tap 4 to play Turnabout. targeting you, and all of your land are tapped.
No. You should try and because you can tap all his creatures.
True, but what if he has another like Aetherize or some other nonsense in his hand?
I mean, I don't know of any other copies of a spell like Aetherize. You could wait to cast Turnabout on my turn and try and tap him out.
True. I will take that back.
Okay.
Okay.
So Nymris trigger.
Yep.
I'll send all 3 Can't Refuse to the graveyard. Get my fairy.
How many counterspells are in this deck, bro?
6 or 7.
It had.
It's literally only 6 or 7.
No, I don't believe it.
After you're paying attention, how many counterspells have been or somewhat played?
Counterspells
Yeah,
and
make,
targeted removal.
If you have the token removal, it becomes quite a bit more.
Yeah.
They already have that token. Looks like I did, so yeah.
Alright, so your fairy lady is exiled.
Yes. But Layla has done good work this game.
Alright, and then I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing at you with 1,000 Winds and my random elemental.
Both of which I'll just, well, actually, how big is the 1,000 Winds?
5/6.
5/6. You know, just a 4/4. So, 1,000 Winds I'll block with my 7/8 Octavia, and the 4/4 I'll jump block with the Fairy.
Is Octavia flying?
Oh, it has flying? Oh, my bad. Then, yeah, switch that around. Fairy will block the 1,000 Winds, Octavia will block the element.
Okay.
I beat.
And then I shall pass turn.
Alright, I'll tap my Battle Wagon at 3 energy to go to 5. I'll tap my Coalition Relic and put a counter on it. And then I will untap. My construct is an 0/3. Draw. Hey guys, guess what? I'll play a land.
Do another land?
I don't think I've missed a land drop this game. Tap 3. I'm going to play Rush of Inspiration, draw 2 cards, then discard a card at random unless I pay 2 energy. I'll pay 2, go to 3, and I'll just draw 2 cards. Okay, so I want Satya back. 2, 4. Tap 4 for Satya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I guess I have an energy when I entered my pre-combat main phase from Coalition Relic, so I've got 1 floating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Alright, I'll just use my floating, tap this, and I will play Angel of Invention, and I'll play Goldspan Dragon.
Ooh.
Nice.
That is not that, so I'm gonna have to search them up. God, this foiling just gets a little annoying.
Really does.
Angel of Invention, and
It gets even more annoying when you think about that, the people that make both things are the same person, so that means that there was probably some internal testing with Spell Table, and someone said, yeah, this is fine.
so the Angel has Fabricate 2. I will just... nah, screw it. I'm just gonna put 2 counters on her to make it easy. Grab my dice. But she says, other creatures get +1/+1. Then she also has flying, vigilance, and lifelink. Goldspan Dragon is just Goldspan Dragon. Okay, I will go to combat. I can't really get around Octavia. I'm gonna send.
Just swing for the fences.
I'll send Solemn. I'll send my O3 at. I'm gonna send the O3 at Taco, just to gain some extra energy. It's just an O3 with no abilities. I'll send Goldspan at Lemony, Solemn, and screw it. I'll also send Satya over at Lemony, and then Satya's trigger. I'll gain 3 energy, and I'll make a copy of Goldspan Dragon.
And on declaring an attack, tap 2 planes, tap 2 islands, turnabout, choosing creatures, targeting Lemony.
Cool. We force my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess what the best spell in my deck is. I overload Cyclonic Rift.
Man.
Turn all non-land opponents I do not control to those.
Alright, I quit.
Also,
I'm done.
contest.
I'm bowing out.
Alright, we have 1 concede. Dang, Lemony.
Yeah, definitely not playing this deck online again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I gained 10 energy from the Stone Idol. And I'll just tap to gain 3 more from my Battle Wagon as it's about to leave. Well, now the question is, do you have a plan to win, Lemony, or is it just slow, deal 1 damage, pass?
No, deal 8 damage as many times as I can with Octavia. I am gearing up for big.
I need to discard. Does that happen in my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just ditch all my mana rocks. And I'm done. I'll pass.
I'd help if I wasn't muted. Are you tapped out, Lemony?
I am completely tapped out. Both creatures and mana.
Draw.
So if you do have a way to kill me this turn, then go for it.
Actually, I do.
Then go for it.
Wait.
I cannot stop you.
2, 3, 4, 5.
While Taco's
6.
plotting out his turn, I just want to say for the record, that was 4 turns in a row of me full sending at Lemony and him taking 0 damage because he had a way to.
End race, Forerunner.
It was
That's
Aetherize,
it.
Vigilance,
Cyclonic
Triple,
Rift.
and Haste.
Mm-hmm.
And that little guy is going straight at you, Lemony.
And my life goes straight down to 0.
If only,
Taco coming in clutch.
you just stayed for 1 more turn.
Just so you know what I had going for me, in addition to, of course, the couple creatures that y'all knew about, and 2 lands, I had Tidal Barracuda. Any player can cast spells at instant speed, but my opponents can't cast spells during my turn. Leyline of Anticipation. Demonic Tutor. Harsh Major Runes. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less, or if you cast an instant sorcery spell, draw a card. And then Weeping Angel.
I just want to say
Alright,
for the
your
record, Cryptos has left the chat as well. You must have really made
Yeah.
him upset, Lemony.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to apologize to him after this.
Yep, I mean.
Here
you
go,
know, it's
Azo.
like- Yep, I've untapped. I'll draw my card. Okay. You know, it's like like that's what the basis of a control deck is. It's like you played a control deck very well. It's just sometimes in Commander, it's just like you get to a point where you're just sitting there, and it's like the three of us couldn't do anything. So we're just kind of waiting until you've kind of gotten to your win con. And for a couple turns in a row, it was just like, make a 1/1, go 2 things, use will, make your things a 0/3, draw 3 cards, pass. It's like, all right, I get it, but like, I've lost 1 life in 3 turns. It's like at some point, it's like, how does your control deck progress the game to its end? Because like the engine was running, you had a selection of cards, you were defending yourself, you returned attacking creatures, you were really hard to kill, but it's just like, at what point does the end game come in, or is it just control you to death until you leave the game, like Kryptos ended up doing, unfortunately.
Octavia was definitely one of my ways, and you saw the moment it came into play was the moment I did start swinging 8. Unfortunately, I only had 1 instant associated in my hand at the time, so I couldn't swing more than just the 8, at least not effectively. There's also Hadi Jin. If I start to get enough instant sources in my grave, then that can start doing a lot of damage. I'll go over more of it after the end of the game to not take up too much time.
I need to do some math here really, really quick, because that would give... Oh, Taco, you're at 24?
Yeah, we're relatively close in life. That's good.
I can deal 22 damage to you right now.
Let's see it.
Yeah, but then that doesn't kill you, and you're still alive for your next turn. Well, yeah. You only have the 1 land.
Yeah, up right now.
All right, so it'd be 4 for Satya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Goldspan, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Chroma's Will. Creatures I control gain flying, vigilance, double strike, lifelink, indestructible protection from each color. Swing. Make a copy of the Goldspan with Satya's ability. Gain 2 energy to go to 21. That's 6 plus 8 plus 8. I will make a single treasure token off of the first Goldspan attacking. So this in total is 22.
Alright, I got 2 life. Let's see if I can kill you, because you're probably going to kill me next turn.
Yep, I gained 22 life.
Oh, probably not.
I go to 41.
The forest.
And then I'll pay the 5 for Goldspan. And so I'm at 16 energy. You think Kryptos will take the loss hard, or do you think is he the type of person to kind of be a little upset for a little while and then kind of come back from it?
He'll hold a grudge, but only in the sense that the next game I play against him, he will be likely hard focusing me. Mm-hmm. But that's about it, really.
I mean, like, not intentionally, but like Lemony, you did see, at the beginning, I was targeting you hard because like. So, I don't know.
You knew what I was going to be doing.
Yes, I don't know if Line's still here, but the way that your deck played tonight was a lot like Line used to play Magic when we were first learning. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of experience with a hardcore control deck, and you need to kill them as early as you can. And if there's an opportunity, like Taco had the opportunity, but he would he wanted to be nice, he wanted you to play. But that's how you lose to control decks, is like you basically can't have mercy on a control deck.
Yeah.
Which sucks for it's like we let you live because we want you to play, but then we just get controlled into the ground, or we kill you early, and then you have to kind of watch everyone else play. You know, it's like that's my issue with like
A little bit of a
hard
lose-lose
control
situation
decks.
all around.
Yeah, and like control decks exist, and control is an important part of the game. But like decks where like all you do is kill everything, it's like, you know, that's where I'm saying is like there needs to be some way to kind of progress the game to its end without just like, okay, I'm going to counter every spell and kill every creature, and then I'm just going to pass because I can't really do anything else. You know.
I mean, I was fishing for those ways. I do have those ways.
Yeah.
Like again, you saw
I think-
Octavia was one of those ways.
Yeah, I think
just
Octavia was a
wasn't-
good example.
I just wasn't
Dang
joining them
it.
fast.
Yeah, I can't beat you. I just killed myself with my own effect.
Oh no. Top card was
Filer.
Legion's Loyalty.
Ooh.
Well, a game that I definitely shouldn't have won, that I definitely feel like I didn't win. Satya takes the dub. But who knows? Kryptos had 33 life, and if he would have stayed around for Lemone's death, the game might have been very different. I will just say, my hand was just a bunch of freaking lands. I was drawing so many lands that game. I guess I'll just give a quick
Lemony,
recap. Sorry, go ahead, Taco.
Lemony probably wouldn't have died if he hadn't have played that
Cycrypt?
yeah,
the
Cycrypt.
Pretty sure if I didn't play the Cycrypt, I would have died. If Azoreign had just attacked me with like a couple less creatures, I would have just like flashed in the Weaving Angel, blocked a few things. But the first thing was a bit more than I could really block.
I think I didn't calculate the damage because it didn't matter. But I had the Angel of Innovation for +1. I had 2 gold spans for 10. I had the Solemn for 3, so that's 13. Satya for 4, that's 17. And then I had my 0-3 construct that I guess was a 1-4 at the time, so 18 damage off of 5 creatures.
I think I had 4 blockers. The Weeping Angel would have made 5. And I think with Satya's Menace, that was just enough that I could not block everything.
Well, I will just say props to Lemony. Had a very good game. It just, you know, again, it's like he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything bad, but it just sometimes those hard control games get a little grindy. And, you know, we've all been there. We've all done that. So no hard feelings against Lemony. Your deck definitely popped off. Taco, I think the Swarmlord did a lot of cool things without having the Swarmlord out, and that's how I think you know that your deck is good. In my opinion, is like if your deck can function really well without its commander. Not really a deck like Satya, because the whole ability of Satya is based around him. But if your deck can function without its commander, then you know that you've built a very solid deck that only gets better when the commander does come out. So,
Yeah.
Taco, you played a really great game, consistently putting threats and like
Thank you.
power onto the board. I would have loved to have seen the Swarmlord come out a little bit. I think you were doing a lot of counter stuff. I think that the synergy you had with like Hardened Scales, Renata, and Grumgully at the beginning was like really strong. It's just unfortunately when we look at the other side of the table, Lemony is playing Dimir control, and then we also had an Azorius tap down control. So it was just, I think there was a lot of swinging and a lot of attacking, and I think I got a lot of attack triggers, I feel like, but there was just a lot of control coming from...
It was a very control-heavy game just all around.
Yeah, and again,
It was from half the table.
That's not a bad thing, you know. That's not like, oh, I'm never going to have a control deck, quote-unquote, on the channel ever again, because it's like, I think Kryptos' deck was fine. I think, again, Lemony, your deck was fine. In terms of like what I've already discussed, but there was nothing wrong with them. It's just it was kind of hard to, you know, usually in a game everyone's swinging and life totals start dropping, and I was above 20. Taco, Kryptos, and I were above 20 for 2 hours. You know, we didn't drop below 20 until after your death, Lemony. So
Unfortunately, half of my ways of basically killing people is using their own stuff when they go to the grave, like my reanimate, necromancy, stuff like that. of stuff that I could target big things in my opponent's graveyard. The problem is because you're all focusing, I had to use them to survive. So I wasn't able to use them as aggressively as originally planned. Plus, I also things like theoretical duplication. Use that to like, oh, you just play a big thing. Cool, I think also the big thing. Rise of the Dark Realms. Really good, especially with the Omnispell Adept. Ranger of Innistrad on its backside can exile cards and graveyards to make 2/2 zombies. Paulren also makes 2/2 tokens that can be used to start being aggressive. Then Blightwing Bandit and Abyssal Harvester can just rip cards out of Field's deck or graveyard respectively and use them to punch you. And then, of course, as you saw as well near the end, Octavia, my main way of actually getting in with Nymris for commander damage to try and win that way. It's just that, again, the early bits of reanimation I had to use defensively, and I was not seeing my offensive stuff until too late, basically.
I'm just going to propose something really quick before we call the stream. So, first of all, if you're here and watching, I appreciate you. It seems that we made a new friend who's joined the Discord. I'm really excited to start talking with Christian a little bit more. So I appreciate you guys, Thea, Omega, Musing Melodist, Lion, for hopping in the chat, chatting a little bit. Lion, I hope your burritos were amazing. You seemed really excited about those, and I'm waiting for mine after this game. But Lemony, I think something that I might suggest if you were up for like a little bit of a change.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. How would you feel about? I love everything you're doing. I love the reanimation, obviously, and stealing from people's graveyards, stealing from the top of their libraries. How would you feel about putting a little bit more group hug in the deck, where it's not exactly like, your goal is to help everyone, but your goal is to steal big creatures, kill big creatures and steal them, or clone them, or whatever. What if you put in a few things that allowed everybody to draw a card, or something of that variety, so you're kind of getting a little bit more buddy-buddy with everyone instead of just being the Dimir control mage? Go ahead, Taco.
I was going to say, if he's like in green, he could put in something like that doubles mana. But this is Dimir, so...
Right, and... I
putting sugar on the wound.
Well, and I think of it as a way as like, you kind of allow everybody to get to their big things, and then you just copy them, or you just steal them. So you're kind of, quote-unquote, helping the table by letting them play scary things, and then you are able to steal them more effectively. It's just a thought, it's probably not the way that Dimir wants to go, but it could be a thought, like, maybe not dedicating half of the deck to that strategy, but just a few cards to kind of like...
Yeah, maybe throw in a couple more clones, I should say, because I have that one with Flash that can only clone one of my opponent's things, and I have the Assassin with Flash that can destroy one of whatever I clones. I'd probably put in a couple other clone effects. Well, card draw, I could probably put in like either the Howling Mine, or maybe even just go Braids, and then possibly switch out a couple of counter spells for a bit more instant speed removal.
Yeah, I've noticed that in my games, my decks, like I'm the blue guy. I started playing blue. I was the one to like really push counter spells within my group. My like real life play group, and I've dialed that back. We've it's like an unspoken rule that we don't run more than 6 counter spells. Like 6 is like really high. Usually most of our decks with blue will run around 3 to 5 counter spells, and then we kind of like leave it at that, because it's like when we've all had games where it's like that one person is just like, counter that. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'll counter that too. All right, well then I'm gonna counter your counter. Then I'll force of will that, and it's like, dude, come on, like.
I have exactly 6 counter spells.
Yeah, and I don't. Nymris allows you to draw and see a lot of your deck, so you're probably gonna see them more often than not. But that's Magic. That's the random, the RNG aspect of it. Sometimes you're gonna have those. Sometimes you're gonna have no response. So, it's no fault of you. I don't want you to think that I'm like criticizing you as like, oh, that sucked, because it's like,
I know. Trust me, I get it. The game wasn't really that fun. and a lot of places. Yeah, I usually don't control this heavily. Like, you play with me a lot, so you know my usual, at least one of my usual styles of play. This is definitely a far removed from it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at the very least, it was a fun experiment.
I would agree. I think there's room for growth, and you're right. This isn't how you normally play, so I know that this isn't like, moving forward, every deck's going to be like this, so like I'm not worried about it. I know that you're going to address it. You're going to make sure that your decks are really fun to play and fun to play against, so, I'm not worried.
Well, I don't say this very often. One of the phrases that I do occasionally like throwing out is, I do aim to entertain.
That is
So.
True. Well, I will encourage you, and you probably were already, just reach out to Cryptos, make sure he knows that we're not like upset with him. It's like I feel like I could be upset as like, oh, you just left the stream, like I'm streaming, but it's like, again, that's just kind of magic. If you're upset and you're not really having a good time, and you kind of
Sometimes you just get salty when your every play is effectively just tossed aside.
Yeah, I don't wish that for the guests that I bring on stream, that they feel that they need to leave, but I would also rather, if you feel that you would need to step away and not participate, and that's like a you thing, I'm not going to be like mad at you. I wish he would have stayed, but I'm also not going to be mad at him or like say, you can't come on stream anymore. It's like, it's just a game. We're just trying to have fun. So just make sure Cryptos knows that we're all chill, and I hope he's doing good. So on that note, we're going to end it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thanks for chatting. I love you all. We are almost at 2,100 subs. Our next goal is 3,000. So appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.